It's Cup of Joe Live. With Jimmy, the astute tourist. Featuring the Wally Grimshaw Orchestra. The best sip of the day. With special guests, Trouser Cat and the Ford Man, Kenneth Oakes. This day in history and your weather. Here's Jimmy. Good morning, everybody. I'm Jimmy, your astute tourist. I'm joined here by Denise from the Bone Tired Travelers and, of course, Scott from Controversial Cruising. Good morning, guys. How are you?
Great to see this pedal again.
Yeah, here we are. I see you made the magic happen this morning, Denise. You're looking fantastic. You look good. Did you didn't work last night, right? You had the night off?
No. I was off this weekend.
Right on. Scott, how you doing this morning? I know it's early there it's early really for both of you guys. I was going to say I got an extra hour of sleep, but I was telling Denise we were up early because one of the puppies weren't feeling very well last night. So, no accidents in the house, thank goodness. She's a smart dog, and she woke us up and was able to make it out before we had any real disasters. So. But good morning, everybody. It's good to see you. Welcome. It's Monday, a very rainy Monday here in New England. It's been raining for probably 3 days now, and it's going to rain all week, 100%, 90% every day. I think we're getting some of that rain, Denise, that you guys had a week or two ago.
And we're expecting a lot more this week.
Come on.
Yeah. Usually the weather that you guys get, we get it a few days later. But it is Monday. It's the day after May the 4th, which
it's Revenge of the 5th.
Cinco de Mayo.
It is Cinco de Mayo today. We're not going to do any drinking or tacos or anything like that. It's going to be a typical Monday morning show, so welcome in. We got a lot to talk about. There's some things I want to bring up regarding my situation. Of course, I'm all about educating, I guess, and that kind of thing. But how'd you like the intro? I know I played it Friday, but what'd you think of that? Wally Grimshaw is back, and. Kenny, I'm not sure where Kenny is at. I don't know if he's still in the hospital, if he's home yet. I haven't talked to him, but I know he is convalescing and getting himself back in shape, and he'll be back as soon as he's physically possible to do that. So we miss you, Kenny. We're praying for you, buddy, and I hope you feel better real soon.
Likewise, as Kenny would say.
Yeah. How was everybody's weekend? You guys have a good weekend?
It was. Go ahead, Scott. You go first.
Busy and full of work. Boring. I couldn't wait for Monday morning to be here with you guys. So
appreciate that. How about you, Dee Dee?
Saturday was pretty uneventful. We do have an update on the mower saga. We bought a brand new mower 2 weeks ago, and it wouldn't run. So Dwayne went to Tractor Supply Friday, and the manager found out which mower we were delivered and immediately told him, "We're ordering you a new one. Just no questions asked, no bones about it." So we're expecting a new one either tomorrow or the following Tuesday. And if it's not here tomorrow, we're not going to be able to mow for a week anyway because of the weather. But yeah, and so I went to see my boys yesterday, and my son that lives in Starkville happens to have a trailer. And I didn't think about this whenever I went. It kind of looked that way, like, yee. But we had to have a trailer to take back the other mower to get the new mower. So I drove it home yesterday evening, and I'll hang on to it for a couple of weeks. And I got a surprise for in 2 weeks for Mother's Day / birthday / my grandson's birthday. My son and his 2 kids and I are going to the Gulf Coast for the weekend. So, yeah.
Oh, very cool. Awesome.
I
Gotta
just
love
found out.
going to the coast.
Yeah, looking forward to it. I hadn't been there since last year when Morgan was hugely pregnant, and that was just a day trip. This will be a whole weekend.
Wow, that's fun. Good time to spend with the kids and the grandbabies and all that.
Yeah.
So
I'll leave Dwayne here to batch it for the weekend. Oh, did I say
one of the
that out
Gulf of
loud?
America.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
did.
yeah. Whatever.
Yeah, well, my weekend was pretty uneventful as well. To be honest, my memory's not so good. Chemo kind of messes up your brain a little bit,
Yeah,
so
does.
I get that chemo fog. One thing that it's done is it's caused peripheral extremity pain. So I have
Yes.
these
Peripheral
deep
neuropathy.
bone, yeah,
Yep.
and it can last anywhere from a couple days to months. And I'm suffering. Yesterday was a rough day. I
Yeah.
woke up early yesterday morning, and man, the pain just woke me up. And
Yeah.
there's really not a whole lot you can do.
No,
Yeah,
there's
not
not.
Tylenol and that will take the edge off, but it doesn't really help. I find that just massaging my muscles seems to help and make it go away. But the longer I stay up on my legs throughout the day, the more it'll hurt. But so yesterday I just kind of spent chilling out. Friday night I kind of I've had a pain in my right armpit. That's the arm where the pick is, and there's a little lump in there, and it's a little painful. So I called the doctor. I think I have like a lymph node kind of swollen issue, maybe.
Could be a clot.
Yeah, I hope not. I'm going to the doctor today. We're going to have it looked at. Maybe they can give me a CAT scan to take a look at it. But
or probably an ultrasound. That's usually what we do.
Something, yeah. But I did call I called my surgeon. He called me up Friday night, and he said just to keep an eye on it. I did. I had a low grade fever. They don't really consider a fever until 100.4. It was about 100. So I kept an eye on that. One thing I do get is fevers since I've had the cancer, anywhere between 99 and 100, even before my treatment. So, it's kind of the course, but I'm not too worried about it. I talked with my oncologist yesterday, and she doesn't seem too concerned, but she knows I'm going to the local clinic this morning. So I'll have them take a look at it and see what they think. One thing, though, that I did get Friday night, I think, or Saturday. So I think I talked about it last week. I had a biopsy last Monday, and the results came in. I am in remission and I am cancer free. So so good news. It doesn't mean that I don't have to have the transplant because that's the only cure. But I will be going in on the 23rd still to have the second half of the treatment. But this is really, really good news. In fact, she sent me an email, and she wrote the title was "Remission," all in capitals with a bunch of exclamation points.
That's great.
When the doctor's happy, I'm happy. So so that's good news.
Amazing.
So
that's great that you talked to them through the weekend, like it's just another day,
Yeah.
Because they know every day matters to you. You don't have a weekend break from having leukemia. You've got it 24/7. So I like that they keep in touch with you even on the weekends. That's cool.
And considering the amount of patients they have and how busy their schedule is, I mean, I'm going to probably. I mean, I'm a little biased, but I'm going to the best cancer institute in the world in Boston, Dana-Farber. And there's others out there. There's some in Houston. There's some in Chicago that are really, really good. But I consider this the best. And everybody that I talk to locally, all my nurses and other doctors, my primary care, they tell me that I have the best doctors, cancer doctors going. So
That's great.
The fact that they're able to take the time out over the weekends just to talk to me and make sure I'm okay and let me know what's going on is a testament to how good they are. So I'm a very lucky, like I've been saying, I'm a very lucky man. I'm thankful and grateful for all of that. So, all right, well, let's get on to some business. We got to do this.
Wake up.
Good morning.
Damn, it's fluffy and hot. Today's gonna be good. Gonna find my way. Good morning, Vietnam. Today's gonna be good, no matter what they say.
That's right, folks. No matter where you, coffee does make him poop. It really does. But no matter where you are, no matter what the weather is, no matter what the mood for the day is, it's always going to be a good day. So, best sip of the day, everybody. Good morning and good day to all of you. Dee Dee's got her, she's got her doctor with her. And nice
Cheers.
cup, buddy. I like that. Hey,
Thanks.
cheers. Clink it.
I got my
Wait,
cup.
Drink it.
I did get my
There you
cup.
go. There you go. I love it.
Oh, that is good.
I broke my cup, so I'm gonna have to
Oh
order a new one.
no.
Yeah,
No bueno.
I took it out of the cabinet and I kind of dropped it and caught it, but it hit the handle and broke the handle off. So
Oh man.
I'll
They
get
got
a
the
new one.
mug.
It's okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's just the mug now without the handle. But let's go over to the chat and say good morning. I hope you guys are having a good morning so far. We'll start right over. Sharon is here. Good morning. Sharon, I tried sending you a text. Do you got a different phone number or something? If you do, could you can you text me your new number? Because I was trying to communicate with you and it wasn't working. But
1-800 Pecan Queen.
yeah, right, exactly. Of course, Scott's here. Good morning, brother. Good to see you. From Controversial Cruising, Joe Hupp. It's let's see, what time are we looking at? It's 8:12 there p.m. Good morning. Good morning from the U.S., but good evening there, Joe. G'day, as they say. It'll cover it all.
Good day, mate.
And Denise is here as well. John Gaylor is here. Good morning, John. It's good to see
Hey,
you.
John.
Thanks for joining us. As always, John is one of our moderator extraordinaires here. Good to see
Nice
you, brother.
picture
I
of
hope
he and Jody.
yeah, it looks really good.
Mhm.
He's all dressed up,
I see.
wearing his tie and whatnot. Looks good, brother. Joe says he spent all weekend recovering from a very severe bout of gout.
Ooh.
Well, I can kind of relate because this neuropathy I have, it settles in the joints too, man, and it does it. I've never had gout, but from what I'm told, it's very similar to that. It makes it hard to work, makes it hard to walk, and even touching it can be painful. So I get it.
I don't know if yours is like mine. Mine feels like, when your feet go to sleep and then they start to wake up and you get that pins and needles.
Yeah,
Like
no,
that's what I have in my feet and legs.
mine feel like when if you've like gone for a run or you've climbed up a mountain or something.
Uh-oh, he froze.
Uh,
Oh, wrong way.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, it's raining here. It's raining here, and we're having an issue with
Starlight.
This. I guess the clouds cause an obstruction. I have it just sitting on the ground right now, so
I do too. We still haven't mounted ours.
Yeah, we're gonna get the mount. I'm gonna put it up on the roof. That should cause or get rid of some of the.
Let Nick put it up on the roof.
Right, that's who I mean. I'm not doing it.
Nick,
Colleen won't allow me to do much. I mean, I cleaned out the closet here in my bedroom studio because when they put the floor in, they just kind of put everything back, which they didn't know and have it organized. But because there's some things in there I need to get at, so I bury the stuff I don't need to get at, and the stuff I do, I put them in the front. So that's about all she'll let me do is that. So yeah, we haven't even got the mount yet. You can order it right from Starlink.
Yeah.
So we'll get the rooftop mount, and one of these days I'll have Nick come over and he'll put it up there. But it may not be until after the treatment, my transplant, because if you haven't heard, Nick is going to be my donor, and
we don't need him falling off the ladder.
Yeah, no. And little did I know, I was under the impression that being a donor, all they did was take your blood. Yeah, no, that's not the case. Nick has to go under anesthesia, general anesthesia, and they're going to harvest his bone marrow. And then it's a 7 to 8 week recovery for him after that. Yeah, so it's not something to be taken lightly. So I don't think he'll be mounting anything on the roof until probably July or something. So,
yeah,
but he's still young and he'll recover quick. But so that's if we lose signal or whatever, that's the deal.
What is the recovery process like, Jimmy? Is it like that you get fatigued or your bones are weaker, or is it
So I'm assuming that he's going to need to just chill out.
Mm-hmm.
When I have the biopsies, I mean, they're basically IOing, or not. You guys don't know what that is. They're drilling
a hole in the bone.
They're drilling a hole through the bone, and then so what they do is they take a piece of the bone, and then they go in and they basically take out your bone marrow. So for me, the biopsies, they do an aspiration, which they put saline or liquid in, and then they draw it out. That's one. And then they actually have like a little, for lack of a better term, a spoon, and they go in and they spoon out some of the marrow. And then so for me, the biopsy, they put that on slides, and then that goes to
test it and stuff like that.
Yeah, that goes to pathology. So for him, they're going to be taking out a lot more. So imagine them drilling in, and then they're going to take out some marrow. Then they're going to move it, go in and take out some marrow, move it, take out some marrow, move it around, take out marrow. So they're going to be in there more.
That boy
I thanked him. I told him, I said, look, son, I owe you my life. And he's like, Dad, no, it's not a big deal. He said, you do it for me, which I would. And honestly, I couldn't ask for a better kid. He's just awesome. So, and he's just looking at it like
part of the body. Do they do it to a certain part of the body?
They do it in the hip bone. If you reach down below your ribs, you feel that bone that curves right there.
Yeah.
It's the top of it. That's where they do it.
So it's kind of behind where your hip joint is, and there's that crest of your pelvis, and that's
the
where
iliac
they go.
Crest is what it's
called.
Yep,
the iliac crest, and they go right in there, and they're gonna harvest it right out. So
got it. Interesting.
So he's gonna be laid up for a few weeks. He works for the government, so he can get the Family Medical Leave Act, but they won't pay him because they don't take the money out. So we're gonna see about using some of the money from the
GoFundMe.
From the GoFundMe and that. So we're going to take good care of him, make sure his bills are paid and that. So, so we're going to take good care of him. But if anybody wants to donate to the GoFundMe, I don't have the link right here, but you can find it and help us out with that, and keep Nick from having the bill man come and get him. So, but we're going to take good care of him, and I couldn't be more proud and more happy to call Nick my kid. So anyway, let's get back to it. Gavin is here. Good morning, Gavin. It's good to see you. Happy Monday to you. He says the trailer. I hope you like that. Everybody's saying hi to everybody. CBDs and the gummies. My birthday is on Wednesday. I'll be talking to Sean as I will be joining him on live from my birthday. Well, awesome. We'll be doing our live too, and it may be during theirs. I think ours kind of coincide together. But one thing, since we're talking about it, I'll show you guys this. We'll see. It probably won't be until I get back from the hospital, but we're going to resurrect this. That's right, back by popular demand. It's the Hump Day Cocktail Hour. We're going to be bringing that. So we'll be doing probably Cup of Joe on Wednesday, and then we'll come back in the evening and we'll enjoy a cocktail together and enjoy Hump Day and wind down towards the weekend like we used to do. But look for that in the near future. Like I said, it probably won't be until I get out of the hospital. I haven't been indulging in any libations either since I've had my treatment. So, but I'm looking forward to having maybe some tiki drinks or something like that. So we'll bring that back. Yeah, I just had to show you that. So I've been working a little bit over the weekend on some stuff. Scott, you'll be happy to know I finally got the super chat bumper back. I got it. I found it. I got it. So, Gavin, thank you. Yeah, I know he's clapping because of the remission, and it's really, really good news. Yeah, yes. Joe, bloody good news, right, buddy? Yeah, I honestly, I started to cry. It's a lot of anxiety waiting for these results to come back. And when she called, I was like, "Yay, great!" And then that was it. The tears started coming out. And Colleen's like, "What's the matter?" She's thought my dad had passed away, and I'm like, "No." I said, "It's good tears." Yeah, my dad's been sick. He's not doing very well, but
I'm sorry, Jimmy.
Yeah, but he's still going, and God bless my mother. She's there every day, taking good care of him. Just about to switch over to the phone as I needed to let a visitor go to sleep as she is heading home when I leave for work. There you go. Drunken Chef is here. Good early morning to you, my friend. It's good to see you, and salute and salutations to you.
Morning.
Double A is in the house. I don't know if you can see behind me, but there is the tumbler that Dee Dee made with your sticker on it. So that's hanging out there with the Trumpinator and I think it's Obsidian I got in Mexico. So I think that's what you call that, Obsidian. Yep. Yeah, really cool. We went to one of the excursions we went on.
Chichen Itza had them.
Yeah. All tours end at the gift shop, so they brought us to a place where the local people they make those figurines and things like that. So of course I had to buy one. A little memento of our trip. But good morning, Aaron. It's good to see you. I appreciate you, my friend. Kenneth Bird is here. Good morning, Kenneth. Good to see you. Glad for coming in. Scott put out the number and the link for the GoFundMe. So if any of you guys are feeling generous, that's going to help us continue to help us out. There's a lot of expenses with this type of stuff, and now with Nick, there's going to be even more. So we appreciate you guys and everything that you can do. Matt from Backlash Fisherman is here. Good morning to you. I know you've been feeling under the weather, Matt. So I hope everything is good with you, and you are recovering or recovered, and you're feeling good. So what else? Pop is here. Good morning, Pops. I was cleaning, like I said, I've been setting up the studio, and it's actually in good shape. I got my bed. That was one thing over the weekend. The mattress and box spring came. So,
nice.
Saturday afternoon, Colleen and I went out and we got the linen and everything, and that's my bed's made. I haven't slept in it yet, but there it is. I'm staring at it. So it's actually pretty nice. One of these days when I can figure it out, I'll see if I can show you guys what it looks like. It's a bed, but
where have you been sleeping, Jimmy?
Oh, with Colleen. I can right now. I can still. My life is normal right now, even though
he's
after that
he's
treatment.
Still big spoon.
Yeah. So when they let me out of the hospital, my body had started to regain its normal cells again, and my immune system was starting to come back. But after the transplant is when I'll be the boy in the bubble, because I'm going to have Nick's immune system. Mine will be dead.
Got it.
The immune system I was born with, I'm not going to have anymore. It'll be someone else. It'll be Nick's. And so it'll take some time. I'll be neutropenic for a while, which means that basically my immune system is not up to snuff. And right, Dee Dee, you know, and that's why I have to have a special diet. That's why I have to be a boy in the bubble. I can have visitors, but there's no hugging, no handshaking, no close talk.
Can you get mail?
Oh, I can get mail. Yeah.
Okay.
I can get mail.
Colleen probably has to open it for you, right?
Yeah, she'll open it up and all of that. I mean, you know, mail after a while, I mean, whatever would be on it.
Yeah.
Unless it was somebody's putting some sort of powder in the mail. I mean, it pretty much would die before, you know, we would get it and touch it. So
we're sending Jimmy margarita mix in the mail.
Right. Well, I was thinking, remember all those back a few years ago when when the government was getting the ricin and that. But there you go. So let's see. Matt says I have
one other question. So when they do the transplant, it basically takes time for Nick's immune system to identify as yours, and then kind of cometh over your entire body, so you have an immune system to protect yourself.
Yeah, he'll be on rejection drugs to keep his body from attacking Nick's cells. So he'll be on that probably for the rest of his life.
Think of it like, think of it like what you've heard about people getting an organ transplant, like a liver or a kidney. Same thing. That's why they call it a transplant. They're not going to be doing surgery on me. I'm going to get a bag of his stem cells, like platelets or blood. But it's basically an organ. Your bone marrow is an organ, like your skin or anything. And the danger of rejection is there, just like getting a kidney in that. So like Denise said, I'll be getting, in fact, starting the 13th, I'm going to be taking some oral medication that will protect my liver and my kidneys from the chemo that I'm going to get. And then once I get the stem cells, they'll be giving me whatever that is, the rejection drug, preventative drug. And like Denise said, I may have to take it forever, which, look, considering the alternative, I'll take whatever I got to take. I may not. You never know. My body may accept it after a while, and I'll be good to go. So, you know me, positivity is the key. And so far, all of your prayers and our positive thoughts and everything have been working. So we'll just keep it going. And everything, as far as I'm concerned, is going to be fine. I'm going to come out.
And then when you're at home too, you'll have nurses and doctors come to the house to
nurses. I'll have visiting nurses. I have them now, which we haven't had any because I haven't had any come in yet because I've been going to Boston, and then today we have a local clinic here, just a town over. But next Monday, every 7 days, I have to have this PICC line.
PICC line flushed.
Redone. Okay.
So you can see the
change the dressing and flush it.
You can see the dressing on that. So they'll come in, they'll take the dressing off, they'll clean it, and that. So as far as flushing goes, Colleen has been flushing it twice a day. She's flushing it. So I have what they call a double lumen. So the red lumen, for whatever reason, and Dee Dee will understand this, they had to give me some TPA a couple times in the hospital to try to open that up. And basically,
that's the clot busting drug that we use for strokes. You know, the same drug, just in a very tiny amount, and it opens up the catheter.
So for people that have ischemic, they have ischemic strokes. It's like that clot that gets in one of the vessels in your brain. They use the TPA to break up the clot that forms in the PICC line, that one. So what we've been doing is they told Colleen we'll flush that one a second time during the day. So we do it. We do the in the morning, and then we do the red one at night, just to keep it up. And it's been working great. So
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, Sharon, you're definitely a cancer survivor yourself, and you understand that. And thank God you're with us and you're doing good. Matt says, my thyroid is off, my liver is really off and bad. My heart has issues, still redoing all the blood work, echocardiogram in June, and go from there. Well,
Dang,
praying
Matt.
for you, my friend.
Yes.
Praying for
Absolutely.
you. Can I get coitus? Nope.
Just ignore him.
So we're making up for that. Well, actually, I don't feel like it, but if I can, I will. You know, I'm a man. Hey, what can I say? But
I will say this though, your color seems to be better today than it has been in several weeks.
I'm not anemic anymore, and I am in remission. So, I mean, my blood is rebuilding. I'll have my labs done today, and I'll probably know before the end of the day what the results are, and it'll tell me my white blood and red blood counts and platelets and that. When I developed the cancer, the MDS, I became anemic. So I was white as a ghost. My lips were blue. It's just craziness. And that's kind of Colleen noticed it before anybody, even before I did. She's like, you're not looking good. Your lips are blue. And I'm like, oh, no, I don't know. I got a cold or whatever. But, you know, we know what it turned out to be. So send margarita mix in the mail. Get hazmat called. And we'll have a party. Woo-hoo! After all, it is Cinco de Mayo. John says, I got really good at PICC line flushes. Yeah, Colleen's good at it too. She does a really good job. You know, she washes her hands. Then we got the alcohol stuff. And then, you know, alcohol prep and all that. She's just really good at it. My job is I put a finger under it and I hold it up. So I clean my hands as well, but I just hold it up so she can get to it. And the cool thing is that they have the lumens have caps on them. See the green caps. The new caps, indeed, you know, but they're treated. They got like a little cover on the opening, and they have
chlorhexidine gluconate.
Yep. So they got a nice antibacterial liquid in there, so that when you open it up, it's all aseptic and it goes right on. So good stuff. And
I wish every patient that came to us had a PICC line, because they're usually with us for like 6 weeks. Most of the time they're getting antibiotics once, twice, 3 times a day, getting blood draws, you know, stuff like that. And it would just, I wish everybody had a PICC line.
Honestly, it really makes my lab easy. You know, they're not jamming me with a friggin' catheter in every vein. The PICC line's there. Now I'll be getting a Hickman.
Hickman catheter
as well. So that's going to go up here. So I'll have the PICC line, and then I'll have a double lumen Hickman. The first day I go in the hospital, that'll be put in, and it's basically the same thing, but it's more of a direct line into my vena cava. So that you know, I guess that's what's needed once the stem cells come. So there you go. All right, enough about that. Let's get on with some normal business. Let's do the weather. Weather Watch now. It's the portion of the show where we do the weather where we are, where you are, all points around the world. And I guess I'll go first. I'm always asking you guys who wants to go, but here in the greater New England area in southern New Hampshire, it's currently 54 degrees. The real feel is 48. We're going to have a high of 56, so it's not going to get much warmer today. And it is currently raining out, and 100% rain. It looks like we're going to have, it'll wind down around lunchtime, but it's going to be cloudy and just kind of a crappy day. And it looks like it's more of the same for the rest of the week. Tomorrow, 90%, 80% on Wednesday, 50% Thursday, 70% Friday, Saturday, 75. And then Sunday, it'll be partly cloudy. The temperatures will start to go up. But we got the rain here in New England. So there you go. Who else? Who wants to go next?
Here in BFE, Mississippi, 49 degrees, feels like 49, high of 77, low of 55. Low chance of rain for today, but buddy, are we going to make up for it? Thunderstorms, especially tomorrow night and into Wednesday, Thursday night, Friday. Yeah. So we're going to be getting into
as long as you don't get
flooding
those,
tomorrow.
as long as you don't get them cyclones.
Right.
No tornadoes. You don't need that business. No.
Yeah.
All right, Scott, what's going on in out in the desert? What's happening with you?
Today and tomorrow is going to be a little cold. It's only 56 currently right now with a high of 69. So most of you will actually be warmer than
you.
Scottsdale. And today and tomorrow it looks like there's going to be some rain. So 50% chance of rain today and 75% chance tomorrow. So
sorry, Scott.
I missed the joke.
Like a 12-year-old today.
You said 69.
69. Yeah, only the high of 69 too. So
right.
Hi.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Yep.
All right. Let's go over to the wonder map here and see the wonder map. I gotta bring it up here. So here we go. There you go. Everybody see that?
Oh,
yes, you can. Look at so
go.
that's what's happening over New England right now. This big band of green gook, and it's gonna happen. Like I said all week, we're gonna get it, and you can see all of that. It's coming up the eastern seaboard, up from the Gulf of America and the Atlantic side of Florida. But yeah, that's what's in store for us for a week. But look, they've said that we've been having a drought, which okay, but I guess that'll help the ground. And after all this rain, when the sun comes out, man, it's going to be like going from the beginning stages of spring right into summer, because everything will green up and all the flowers and trees will be budding. Well, not budding, the leaves will be out and everything will be in bloom. So we make our way down the eastern seaboard. Everything looks pretty good along the Virginia Beach coast in Virginia. Looks like they're getting isolated thunderstorms, and parts of Kentucky are getting the same. But South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, and of course, my favorite state in the Union, Florida, all looks clear and looks nice. Out along the Gulf of America looks clear. So all of you people that are currently sailing, looks like you got good weather out there as well. Dee Dee gave us her weather in Mississippi, so that all looks good. Louisiana and the Texas Gulf Coast all looks pretty clear. Make our way out towards up in the panhandle of Texas and parts of New Mexico. It looks like they're getting some isolated thunder showers and storms as well. Hopefully nothing too crazy. There's some high clouds in Arizona. Scott said he's got some cool weather, but I'll take it. That's some good weather there. Southern California, are you getting rain now or no?
Not currently. It says it's supposed to start a little bit later tonight, and then tomorrow is like 75% chance rain all day. So
yeah, and when you guys get some of that heavy rain, man, that's nasty out there, because you got that surface tension and the water has really nowhere to go but across. So I know you have those storm drains and the sleuths and all of that stuff to take care of the water.
And we're fastly approaching, well, not yet, but will be monsoon season and haboob season, which is, if you've never seen either one of those in Arizona, for the first couple of years, it was kind of like everyone's like, oh, a monsoon's coming and a haboob is coming, and then it would just never come, and it would just I'd be like, oh, this is like nothing. And I think last year or the year before was like the first time like I actually experienced a monsoon and a haboob where, like, I mean, it comes over and you can't see anything. Like you can't see this far in front of your face. Like if you're on the highway or on your driving and a haboob or a monsoon comes over and you got to pull over. Like you just pull over and you can't even see anything. Stop over, you pull over and then you just wait until it's visible. It takes about anywhere between, it could be as quick as 6 minutes and as long as like 15 to 20.
Oh, wow. I bet that feels like an eternity.
It does. It really does. It really does. And when you can't see in front of you, like this close, it feels like the apocalypse. Like it feels like you're like white out. Like you're like, what the?
Man, that's nasty for cars on the road and all of that. I'm sure there are a lot of people pulling over. So that's nasty anyway. Southern California. Southern California, Los Angeles, they got some isolated rain and some clouds there, but nothing too crazy. Make our way up the western part of the country, Montana, and
Montana.
Yeah, and parts of I guess northern Idaho, and that they're getting some snow. Some rain and snow.
Yep.
I like Montana, but people, my friends are like, "Oh, maybe we should move to Montana." No, I'm good. Thank you very much. It's already May and they're still getting snow. I mean, we get up in the mountains here in New Hampshire in May. I mean, Mount Washington's still covered in snow, and they're still getting.
Just watch Yellowstone and dream, and go ahead.
Right.
Go on about your day.
And in the summertime, I'll travel out there. We'll take the bike and we'll ride around. But yeah, we're not going to deal with any snow. So.
Oh, sorry.
Love it. Good song.
Good
tune.
Go, Jerry.
Yeah, make our way down to our friends down under. It looks pretty clear and all that. We're in Melbourne and Victoria, where Sean and Ilana are, and then up into New South Wales, where Joe is at. Everything looks pretty good. They're in the beginning stages of autumn there. Jonesy looks like he's getting some nasty weather there. He's I think he's up in the Burnie area. So there's
Tasmania right there.
This area here. Yep, that's Tasmania. So
Scott, he still is.
They just had their elections there, and I'm not sure whether they like the results or not. But I'm not too hip on the Australian and Tasmanian elections. But we'll make our way over to Eastern Europe, over where Goldie is, and we haven't seen Goldie in a while. But it looks like it gets some isolated thunder showers in that, but nothing too crazy. And then up where our good friend Pete is at. Pete, they got some isolated showers there as well, but he lives along the coast, and I'm sure that's typical. And they're in the throes of spring as well. So there you have it. That's what's happening around the world, all points where you are, where we are, and the weather. And I hope no matter what the weather is where you are, I hope you're having a good day. Hope you're having a great day. Looks like we got some more people in the chat. Scott Smith is here. Scott,
hello,
Wally Grimshaw is back. Wally Grimshaw Orchestra is back on the show. So look for those guys and new music as we go. Cousin Debbie is here. Good morning, Deborah. It's good to see you. 72 Debbie here right now and high of 84. Oh, golly. Rub it in, girl. Rub it in. But love you and thank you for all your kind words and support. Hope you guys are doing good down there. It sounds like it. Sounds like the weather's fantastic. Cruz Bolero is here. Good morning, my friends. Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you as always. In the throes of spring. Yes, they are real. And Denise says, indeed. Love it. All right, guys. So there you go. That's what's happening with the weather. I wanted to bring something up that you guys have probably heard about. But did you hear about the brawl that was in Galveston?
Oh God, yes.
At the Jubilee Terminal.
That was wild.
I guess there was 25 people.
Like 27.
Brawling?
Yes. They said it had started on the ship over a basketball game. It was like two families, and that happened on the first day, and then it just kept going on throughout the cruise.
So what did they disembark and then they brawled in the terminal?
Yeah.
Because it says last Saturday a brawl at Galveston's Terminal 25 has been the talk of the cruise world all week. Carnival banned 24 Jubilee passengers involved in the sailing with the company in the future, and one man was arrested for assaulting an elderly person.
Oh my word!
U.S. Customs and Border Protection Agency reportedly detained several other people and may yet bring more charges. So I just wanted to talk about that. I've never had a bad day on a cruise. Never. I'm in such a great mood. I mean, have you guys, I mean, you guys have cruised a lot more than I have. Have you ever seen anything like that? People fighting or brawling or, I mean, we
Not like
talked
that.
about during Cheryl and Jeremy and Rob's live yesterday, we talked about, you know, the kid that clearly has some mental health issues. I guess he destroyed a video game and was smashing up the place. But I mean, that's, you know, you can kind of understand that because he you know, the child can't really help it. But these are adults, and I don't know what would possess people to just start fighting. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've always had great experiences on my cruise, mood wise. I can't wait to get on the cruise, and then, you know, the saddest day, of course, is disembark.
Yeah.
It makes me think that there was like money on the game or something like that.
It had to be
you know?
something.
Like there had to be something. Like, I mean, if it's just a friendly game, like, I mean, if you win or I win, like 7 days when we're back in our hometowns, does it really matter? Like, oh my God, we beat the pants off these people on a cruise from Alabama.
Right. Well, and I'm sure alcohol was a factor too, right?
Of course.
I don't know.
Good
You
morning.
disembark pretty early in the morning, you know?
Yeah. So I don't know. It's crazy. You know, it seems like these days there's a lot of angry people in the world, and there's a lot of fighting and screaming, and, you know, there's just no use for that. That's why I promote positive stuff and make a difference in someone's day, because, you know, we don't need that. It's almost like evil is running amok on the planet and influencing people to
it might keep
fight.
you from toting a butt whooping later.
Right.
Be nice to somebody. Would you like
Good morning, Danny. It's good to see you. Scooby Snacks is here as well. Good to see you. Auntie Kathy is here. Good morning, Auntie. I've cruised with Auntie a couple times, and we've always had a good time, and with Debbie as well. I think instead of just being banned from Carnival, they should be banned from all cruise lines. I would agree. You know, there's no need for that type of attitude and that. Look, you're an adult. Be the example, you know?
Yeah.
And if things or tensions start to get high between you or just walk away.
Walk away.
You know, walk away. You can diffuse it by just saying, okay, yeah, you're right, or whatever.
You have
Even
a
if
choice.
we all have a choice, right, brother? And just walk away. So I saw that over the weekend. I figured we'd talk quickly about it this morning. So.
Yeah, but the 9-year-old getting banned, that was intense too.
You know, I have some opinions on that. I mean, where were the parents?
Thank you.
For some reason, I think the parents probably just wanted the game room to be the babysitter for the kid. And if the kid has mental health issues, you know, like Cheryl and Jeremy said, mental health doesn't take a vacation. You know, it's there. It's there always.
Maybe he had issues. Maybe he's just a brat, you know.
Yeah.
We don't
know. We weren't there, but I think it's a big responsibility for the parents. You need to keep your eyes and ears on these kids all the time. I have my youngest son has a TBI, a brain injury, and you know, he's got mental health issues, and he gets violent and angry and that. So I would never bring him on a cruise. We took him camping one time, and we set up camp and everything, and he totally had a meltdown and a freak out where the ranger had to come and ask us to leave. So we had to pack everything and go home. So, you know, again, mental health doesn't take a vacation, and it's, you know, we were there with him too, but it's hard to calm him down. So I can't imagine having a child like that. I would never, you know, and I'm not telling other families what to do with your vacations and that, but I would never take my child that has an issue like that on a cruise ship. My God.
That's just waiting to happen.
Yeah. I think maybe camping or road trips and that would be probably the best to do if you're going to go on vacation. Not on a plane, not somewhere where you can't really get away at a resort or something. So,
right.
But that's just my opinion on that.
That was there was another little story that popped up last night. A bunch of kids were playing in a hot tub. One of them pulled the grate off the drain to the hot tub, and a kid got pulled in. And the kid was underwater for between 4 and 7 minutes. They got him out. They had to airlift him. He's stable now. But that brings me around to, why are you letting your kids play in the hot tub?
And there's signs. There's signs. No kids in the hot tub. And again, where are the parents? They're letting their kids run around, and they're letting.
I love kids. I've got 3 of them. I've got 5 grands. But come on, man. Watch your kids. I know. Well,
I consider the hot tub a place for an adult to kind of go and relax too. Right. And for me, I get skeeved out because the little pee-pee pants and booger eaters are in there, and you never know what's happening in the water. Yeah. And then you get in there and you're like
in the hot tub with the kids.
Right. I don't know. Like I said, I get skeeved out. I usually try to get in the pool in the morning, or get in the hot tub in the morning before there's a lot of people in there.
Or go to Serenity, where there's no kids.
Serenity Deck, my favorite place. It's got a bar. It's got the half bubble chairs and that. Yeah, the clamshells. Yep. Billy from Bamanola is here. Good morning, brother. It's good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to the like button, share us out. And if you haven't subscribed to any of our channels, please. Channel surfing is encouraged and appreciated. Thank you for that. All right, so let's see. What time do we have? Oh, yeah, wow. We talk a lot. There's one thing I wanted to bring up really quick. We haven't done history or anything, but talking about, again, my situation, I wanted to just talk about this. You guys see that?
Yep.
All right, so I just wanted to talk about quickly. So at the end of the show, we always recognize our first responders in that. And cancer is the #1 cause of death among firefighters now. It used to be cardiac issues, but now it's flipped. And I just wanted to share some statistics with you. So it's the #1 cause of death among firefighters, according to the Firefighter Cancer Support Network, who have been helping me out. They found out about that I had cancer, and they've been supporting me. So it's caused 66% of the career firefighter line of duty deaths from 2002 to 2019. Fighters also have a 9% higher risk of being diagnosed with cancer and a 14% higher risk of dying from cancer than the general population.
Dang.
So, according to Professor Anna Steck at the University of Central Lancashire in England, they did a big study along with NIOSH and FEMA and a couple others of that. Firefighters who are younger than 75 years old, 3 times higher than the general population of contacting cancer. And it's because we know what it is. It's because of the exposure to all the toxic chemicals and the PFAS. And like I said before, there's PFAS in our gear. And wow. In the hot weather, especially at night, I would sleep in a t-shirt and a pair of shorts. Well, I'm not putting my pants back on. We're running down and putting this gear on, and we're having skin contact with this gear. So I just wanted to let you guys know that when you see a firefighter, thank them for what they do, because these people are fantastic. And I'm not saying it just because I'm a firefighter. I also want to share this really quick. So I don't know if you guys, there we are. Where'd it go? Here we go. See if we can, if I can play this and you guys can hear this.
Without injury, without loss of life. Every day in this country, firefighters put out fires successfully. Without injury, without loss of life, without fanfare, without newsprint, and some of you without compensation. We have the highest approval rating and respect of any profession. Why is that? Because we do what has to be done. We are noble. We are self-sacrificing. We are willing to risk our lives to save a total stranger. There are many tasks you perform every day that are not fire-related, but only firefighters put out fires. When that parent meets you outside their house and tells you their child is inside trapped, you are their last hope. What are you going to do? You must find a way in to save that life if humanly possible. What are your chances? Your chances are always the same. They're 50-50. Either you do it or you don't. You must call upon what's inside you, your courage, your determination, your will. You must shed your personal cocoon of safety and take a risk. If it was easy, someone else would have done it already.
Right.
Every day in this country.
There you go. So the reason I bring that up is next to veterans and of course police, but firefighters are probably the bravest people I know. We have a saying in the business that when the same people are running away from the burning building, the crazies are running into it. But there's a good reason. So when I say, when you see a firefighter, thank them for what they do, because and learn about what they do, because it's not just putting water on the hot stuff. We run into this stuff and we're being exposed to toxic chemicals every day. You know, hazmat people wear those totally encapsulated suits when they go in, and there's the Ebola and the nasty, you know, what we call methylethyl bad shit. Firefighters are wearing their gear, and it's you're not totally encapsulated. You know, we're wearing cloth and that. So I just want to make you aware that's what they go through, and we're dying because of it. The job is killing us. So thank a firefighter when you see them and appreciate them next time. So what time is it? I guess we got time for, you guys want to do history? We got time for history. Let's do it. Eddie doesn't start until like 12 after, quarter after. So let's do it.
This Week in History.
This Week in History, as always, is brought to you by Thirsty Thursday Trivia. Join Denise and Scott every Thursday evening, 8 p.m.
For me.
Every other Thursday, because Dee Dee's working, but at 8 p.m., right? Eastern Standard Time.
9 p.m.
No, 9.
Oh, 9. Okay,
Yeah,
there you go. You know where I am at 9. You know where I'm at 9. I'm snoozing away, but all right. So let's turn the hands of the Wayback Machine on this day, May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. We'll go all the way back to the year 1640. King Charles I of England dissolved the Short Parliament, the first Parliament to be summoned in 11 years. In 1789, at the beginning of the French Revolution, the Estates General met for the first time since 1614 at Versailles and debated the role of the Third Estate. In 1809, for her technique of weaving straw with silk, Mary Kreis became the first woman to receive the U.S. patent. The process was largely used in the creation of hats and other headwear. In 1813, Danish religious philosopher Søren Kierkegaard, regarded as the founder of the existentialist philosophy, was born in Copenhagen. In 1864, forces commanded by the generals Ulysses S. Grant of the Union and Robert E. Lee of the Confederacy engaged in the Battle of the Wilderness near Fredericksburg, Virginia, during the American Civil War. In 1904, American baseball pitcher Cy Young registered the first perfect game, which is no player reaching first base, of the modern era for the Boston Americans, later known as the Boston Red Sox, against the Philadelphia, later known as the Oakland Athletics. In 1927, English author Virginia Woolf published To the Lighthouse, one of her more successful and accessible experiments in the stream of consciousness style. In 1945, U.S. soldiers and renegade German troops turned back a Waffen SS assault on a stronghold in Tyrol, Austria, where French prisoners were being held by the Nazis, known as the Battle for Castle Eider. It is to be thought to be the only time the Americans and Germans fought as allies during World War II. I never knew that. In 1945, while on a picnic on Gerhardt Mountain, Oregon, 6 people were killed after a Japanese balloon bomb exploded. They were the only deaths by enemy action to occur in the continental United States in World War II. And I believe some of them were Boy Scouts. I think they were Boy Scouts that were camping up there. In 1960, Soviet Premier Nikita Khrushchev told the Supreme Soviet of the USSR that a U.S. spy plane piloted by Francis Gary Powers had been shot down on May 1st over the Soviet Union. Khrushchev referred to the flight as an aggressive act by the United States. In 1961, Alan Shepard, born right here in the town that I grew up in Derry, New Hampshire, and went to my high school. He was a graduate of Pinkerton Academy, where Colleen and I went. He made a 15-minute suborbital flight in the Freedom 7 spacecraft, becoming the first U.S. astronaut to travel in space. And the first flight department that I worked for, Freedom 7, was on our patch. So, and I knew his parents, and I actually have a couple pieces of memorabilia that were given to me after his mom's death. In 1973, American racehorse Secretariat won the Kentucky Derby en route to capturing the U.S. Triple Crown, which also includes the Preakness Stakes and the Belmont Stakes. In 1981,
yeah.
What's that?
I said we just had the Derby yesterday, right? Or 2 days ago?
Yesterday. Yep. 1981, Bobby Sands, an officer of the Irish Republican Army, died during a hunger strike while in prison. In 1988, English pop singer and songwriter Adele, whose soulful, emotive voice and traditionally crafted songs made by her one of the most broadly popular performers of her generation, was born. Go ahead, Scott. Keep going.
It's me.
Yeah, Adele is she's one of the greatest female singers of our time, for sure. And she was just a nobody. I think she was writing a song, and someone heard her singing on a sidewalk or something. I'm not sure if that's right, but
that's all it takes.
She got discovered, and look at her now. 2001, 2001, American publisher Clifton Keith Hillgass, creator of the popular series of literary study guides known as Cliff Notes, which we've all probably have used in high school.
Oh, yeah.
Especially when you're cramming to write a report. Guided Nebraska.
Why did they call it Cliff Notes and not Gas Notes?
Right? Well, I guess because Clifton is his first name, so Cliff Notes.
Well, Gas is his last name. I want Gas Notes.
Okay, let's call them Gas Notes.
Okay, Gas Notes.
Featured event in 1862.
No, I'm
taking all kinds of notes this episode.
On this day in 1862, Mexico repelled the French forces of Napoleon III at the Battle of Puebla, a victory that became a symbol of resistance to foreign domination and is now celebrated as a national holiday, Cinco de Mayo. And I saw a thing the other day that said Americans celebrate Cinco de Mayo more than they do in Mexico.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Just another excuse for Americans to drink and eat. So there you go.
Like we need an excuse.
Right? So that's what's happening.
This Week in History.
All right, guys. Dee Dee, what do you got coming up in the next couple days? Anything good?
No, just work tonight and tomorrow night. Nothing exciting.
When do the rental goats show up?
The motorized goat should hopefully be here tomorrow or next Tuesday. So
good. I hope
the grass is up to the ass. I mean, it's out of hand.
Yeah, you guys are gonna have
somebody with a tractor first.
You're gonna have to weed whack first, or get a tractor in before you can actually mow. It's crazy. Scott, what do you got coming up in the next couple days?
Well, what day is today?
Today is Monday. May the 5th.
Monday. So I have Wednesday we will be back. Me and Bill. He is finally back from exploring the world. So
29 days. He's been
29
away.
days. We will have Cruise Talk Live. We will be back with that, which is exciting. We're going to be talking about why Carnival loves to recycle these old ship names, new ship names, old ship names, but why we just keep getting the festival and the Tropical and the celebration and the Mardi Gras, So we'll talk about that on Thursday. Thirsty Thursday with me and Denise, the return of Denise to this, right? Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, the return of Denise this week on Thirsty Thursday at 9 p.m. PST. And then Friday night, we will not have the match game, but I will be doing something cool with Grego and Michelle. We're going to be doing, I don't know, Hollywood Squares, Mad Lib, something crazy. I don't know. Expect something techie from the side of Greg. He's probably up now working on it, to be honest with you. So,
there you go.
Bacon, baby.
Hey now.
Hey now.
Hey now.
I've got 12 hours to work. I'm kidding. Just kidding.
Aaron, just to answer your question, yes, we do decon the gear more so than ever now. Back when I started, we didn't decon shit.
Yeah,
it was a sign of being a tough guy to have dirty gear and a dirty helmet.
Yeah.
And little did we know we were poisoning ourselves. So, but yeah, we decon at the scene before the guys even get into the truck. We hose the guys wearing their gear, hose it down, rubber gloves, take the gear off. It goes into hazmat bags. And then because they don't want to get into the cab with that on, which we used to, we would just wear that dirty stuff in the cab of the truck on the way back. But that all gets bagged now. And then when we get back, the guys and gals take a shower, put on a new uniform, and that gear, we have these extractors. They're just these big industrial wash machines that decon the gear. So we've learned some things over the last 10 years, but for a lot of us, and look, even the young ones, we still don't get totally encapsulated. So it's a problem, and education is the big thing. So what do I got coming up? So I got a doctor's appointment today. It's more of the clinic. They're going to change my dressing, clean up the PICC line. They're going to check out that, see if it's a lymph node or whatever's going on. Hopefully not a clot, but if it is, then they'll probably give me some TPA or something, a clot buster to whatever they give me. I don't know. We'll figure something out. But I'm always positive. I think it may be just some sort of a little swollen lymph node. That's what I'm thinking. But I'll let you guys know on Wednesday. We'll be back Wednesday for Hump Day. Cup of Joe. And unless, God forbid, something gets in the way, we have a cyclone or a monsoon, or what do you call it? A boob?
Haboob.
A haboob. A haboob.
Everybody has looked at my Facebook. I've been posting because it's been cracking me up. The weather pattern is like a set of Hooters. You know what I'm saying? And one of them is like hanging low and to the left or whatever. It's like sleeping in a tank top, because it doesn't matter if you're a woman in a tank top. You got to sleep wearing that thing. You're going to wake up. Somebody's going to be out going, "What's up?" in the morning, And that's what that reminds me of. Now,
is there one bigger than the other?
Oh, always. But they match. It's an artificial set,
Woohoo! We're going to get out of here in a second. We're going to go over to Eddie Lugo's Studios.
Just on the sideline.
I'm going to have to get some sort of boob noise now. But we're going to go over and see Eddie. You guys come up with a hashtag if you want to do hashtag astute or hashtag Jimmy Raid, whatever you want to do. Yeah. Can you write that down for me? I'm not sure if I know how to spell that.
Let me take a note. The best thing I heard today was methyl ethyl bad shit. I'm sorry that just did.
Oh yeah,
that's a term that we've used in the fire service, methyl ethyl bad shit. But if on your way out, if you didn't hit the like button, please go over and hit that like. We appreciate it. And like I said, channel surfing is encouraged. If the boobies match, then they ain't natural.
Yep.
Is that
That's
right?
true.
I would say, yep, there's always one bigger than the other. So here you go, PMA raid. Thank you, Scott. Or boob
Yeah, that's
raid.
probably better.
Boob raid.
That works. That works good. Hashtag
He's
boob
gonna be
raid.
like,
I like
what
that.
They'll
the
have
one.
Benny shaking his head, going, "What?
Yeah.
What did I
We
Don't
should
say?"
do
forget-
that. We'll really tick off Eddie if we all just do boob raid. He'll be
Right.
like,
Let's do
"Come on,
hashtag
what
boob
is
raid.
boob raid."
Right on, Billy. That's the one.
yeah.
Hashtag boob raid.
But it is time for my mammogram, so I'm down with that. I'm down.
Yeah,
with
boob
that.
Yeah,
raid.
I think Colleen's she's due for hers too. They keep calling her, but she's she's dealing with my help
Yeah.
right now. They're like, look, my boobs can wait. I'm dealing with my husband right now. So.
My boob's going.
Don't forget PMA, positive mental attitude. PMA definitely works. When I tell you I'm living proof, constantly living proof that PMA
Absolutely.
works. Use
Oh, he's
Sean
on the
just sent
road.
me.
He's on the
John
road.
just sent me. Are we collaborating Wednesday? Yes. So we'll be double streaming live next week with Sean. So that'll be good. Yeah, PMA definitely works. Positive mental attitude. Employ it into your life every day because it works. Like energies you attract, and we got no room for negative energy in our lives. So just think positive, talk positive, and manifest positive things in your life. I'm telling you, it works for me. It's been working for me for 10 years, and it's continued to work. And with the grace of God as well. Don't forget to make a difference in somebody's day. And every day, all you have to do is make eye contact and smile, say a kind word, help somebody with something. Everyone has a story, and you never know what that story is. So you could be making somebody's day just by smiling at them and saying, hey, what's happening? Hope you have a good day today. If you see the men and ladies of the our first responders, the fire service, police department, EMS and healthcare workers, and of course our nurses, we love our nurses. They make doctors look good. Make sure that you recognize them and tell them thank you for what they do, because they're out there doing the stuff and putting their lives on the line for all of us, and they're there when you need them, when you call them. They're like an insurance policy. You never really think about it until you need them.
Yep.
Last but not least, our veterans, they're out there every day, past, present, and future. They've either protected us, they're protecting us, or they're going to. They're protecting our way of life, our freedoms, our liberties, and make sure that you thank them, because they're out there working selflessly on that proverbial wall, and they don't ask for anything in return. So make sure you recognize those veterans and tell them how much you appreciate them. They're out there protecting things like Old Glory. You can see it behind me. My flag, your flag, old red, white, and blue. I love my flag. I love my country. God bless our veterans. God bless the USA. And God bless all of you in the chat. And of course, Scott and Dee Dee, God bless you guys.
Likewise.
So we will be back Wednesday morning, and we'll be doing a collab with the Down Under Cruisers. So join us for that. So we'll be back, if the good Lord's willing and the creek don't rise. We'll see you guys Wednesday morning.
And it will be the regular time, right? Regular time. You're not doing it at Duck's time. You're doing it at your time.
6 a.m. If you're in the other hemisphere, it'll be at 8 p.m. Their time, but it'll be 6 a.m. Eastern Standard. So,
Lord
just like
willing, the creek don't rise. We'll do it all over again Wednesday morning.
That's right, brother. I want to wish everybody peace and love from deep down in my heart. And for Dee Dee and for Scott, I'm Jimmy, your astute tourist. We will see you guys.